Goodness gracious. Yum yum. Good morning, good morning. Just getting some links to share out to the Discord. Oh, goodness. And then one for the tubes of you as well. We need one of those. Yep. Share. Copy. YouTube. There we go. All right, got that. Good morning. Why it no do what? No. Do what I tell you to. Come on. You can do this. You can do it. Oh man. What do we got here? That's pink petals, that's netherrack, and this is a bunch of junk still that we have to filter through. That's fine. It's totally fine. Oh. I don't know what's going on with Rocketcraft. I'm the only one that can't get in. I figured at that point it would have to be something with my, like, specific to my GPU. But I'm pretty sure that Lanny has the same GPU. So I don't know. I think that my player data file in the world got corrupted. But there's unfortunately really no way to fix that. There is, but there isn't. So I don't know. I honestly have no idea what's gonna happen. I need to make. As a test, I'm gonna make a new Microsoft account on my PC. We're using a different email address, and then DJ's gonna give that account permission to join Rocketcraft, and I'm gonna try and join Rocketcraft from that account on this PC. And if it lets me in, we know that it is my player data, and I am just basically screwed. Now, I'll have everything except what was in my ender chest. So, that's pretty crappy because we've got 2 OP maces in there. We've got all of our backup gear, which I don't keep a ton, but I mean, I've got a box of enchanted wings in my ender chest. Good morning, Terry. Did I say that? I said that, didn't I? I'm a little bit frazzled still from this whole thing. I just, I really wanted to play Minecraft this weekend. And it's just, yeah, I could play, I don't like playing in this world not streaming. I really don't. If I'm not streaming, I really don't like playing in this world. Alright, now I AFK'd this side over here, and I meant to come back and AFK this other side over here, but yeah, this whole thing has kind of hurt my feels. How is this guy out here? Is he persistent? Is he holding something? Ah, a lead. Okay. Oh, here's where you got the lead. That must have been while I was AFK over here. Had to have been. There's my little dirt box that I AFK'd in. So, but the outcome was that we got all of those. Well, no, it looks like there's a bunch on this end that didn't get done, but like all of those got grown. Dang, is the distance really that short for trees to grow? Like if I'm standing right here, those over there aren't gonna grow? That's wild. Hmm. Something's going on that crashes my client every time I try and join Rocketcraft. We thought it was potentially something to do with an update that rolled out to PC players called .82. It's like if you look on your consoles, you're .81. Console or PC players are .82. .82 was a bug fix hotfix. And the bug that it fixed is that it fixes a bug that causes worlds to crash that have too many custom blocks. Well, it seems like instead of fixing that bug, it caused that bug for me. So I really don't know at this point. Like, there is no... We've tried everything. I have all the new drivers. I mean, I spent hours yesterday cleaning the PC, and I mean deep cleaning the PC, and getting all the new drivers from ASUS, and so like my motherboard has all fresh fancy new drivers. I mean everything all done through ASUS has a tool for drivers and some other things. And so I got that tool and I used it and refreshed everything. It took a long time. But I've got the CPU is squeaky clean. She's running nice and quiet and sparkling and just, you know, so, but what I think it is possibly at this point that my player data file for the world has had to have been corrupted, and that's why it's crashing the client. So I have to make a new Microsoft account. When I tried to do that yesterday, it just said all day, it said, I'm sorry, we're having a problem with this service right now. Try back again later. Let's see if it still says that. I'm curious now. Yeah, there's a temporary problem with this service. Please try again. If you continue to get this message, try again later. It's said that since yesterday. One of y'all Google search create new Microsoft account and click on the link and tell me what it says to you. Does Microsoft just hate me? I mean, I know they do. I pick on Xanadu 2.0 too often. Wait, what the? Huh. Huh. Yeah, Molly, you're over on Twitch. Okay. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Something weird was showing. What did I just do? Yo, I don't even know. Another one? What the heck? Where are all these zombies coming from? While I was AFK, they're picking up seeds and stuff that I left laying on the ground. Okay, so it is telling you the same thing. So, Microsoft has had a problem for more than 24 hours with creating new accounts. What? What? Microsoft. No one can create a Microsoft account right now? That has to be crippling to their business. How is that? That's so... What? I don't even understand. It seems like such an easy thing, doesn't it? Create a new account. So I don't know. It is weird. It is weird. It seems like one of the most simple things to fix for the biggest, arguably the biggest software company in the world. Mini Chef got to stay up late last night. He's in bed still this morning. Ooh, got him. Got him. Oh, he didn't walk out of there? Where did he walk out of then? Here. No, he didn't walk out of there. No? Oh, right there. Jeez, he took this whole... Mean Enderman taking all my blocks. Guys are meanies. Still in bed? Yeah. Don't know yet. We'll know this week. Well, he had to do a retake last week. He had to retake the one section that, you know, that the government says that a child can't move on to 4th grade without passing. There's only one part of that whole test that's a deal breaker. I am working on building out a Mayan civilization in hardcore Bedrock Minecraft. So he did his retake test last week. And so we'll get the results of that this week sometime. And then that will determine whether or not he has to do the summer session. Right now, what I'm doing is I've taken this whole valley used to be flanked with pink trees on either side, and I've removed the pink trees and I'm now creating my own environment that more fits the vibes of these builds. Whoa, that one just grew. I was gonna bone meal this one next. That worked out. Whoa. Like it never happened. Like it never happened. Hey Eric, how's it going? Yeah. Definitely no spamming. I will take one of those cupcakes, though. Did you bake them fresh, make your own icing, like I would? Definitely missing some trees in this area right here. But I don't have any saplings on me. Did I place all of the saplings that I have to my name? Good morning, Sin. He has not. Yeah. Yeah, so 3rd grade is that's like a pivotal year for kids in school nowadays. It was very different when I was going through school. But 3rd grade is a very pivotal year now for students, especially students in Tennessee. And so, you know, the teachers all talked about it. They said, hey, listen, you, I already said what we're doing, Eric. I already said that. I already answered your question. We're playing Minecraft. So yeah, teachers talked about it. You know, I already knew because my sister-in-law is a teacher. My brother is an educator. You know, so I kind of just have a little, you know, a little foot in the door, if you will. And yeah, so, you know, I'm just happy that they give alternate methods than to just repeat the grade. Like, because they're, you know, They didn't have summer school for children when I was growing up. There was summer school for high school kids, but that's it. Sims 4, oh goodness. Berserker, what's going on? Hello, hello. Thank you, Lost Souls. Yes, I am building out an ancient Mayan civilization, but this one isn't going to be in decay. This is at its pinnacle of the civilization. So everything's new, shiny, nice, all that. Not ruins. So it's a de-ruined Mayan civilization. Sin. You're carrying a sword. What are you talking about? You want to be VIP? I can make you VIP. It's not the easiest. They didn't make it easy. They didn't make it easy. So the main temple in this complex is modeled after a temple, the main temple in Tikal, Guatemala. Tikal is how that's spelled. And when I first saw that temple, I looked at the tablet-like structure on top that's got all the carvings, and I was like, dude, I could turn that whole temple into a gold farm. And so that's actually what I did. This whole temple is a working gold farm. It's just kind of built into the structure of the building itself, right? So, yeah. We just got a little control panel here. That turns the portal flicking on, that turns the Trident Killer on, and that turns the incinerator to burn all the trash on. And we just stand here and we get XP. And then beneath our feet, it actually processes all of the stuff from the farm, gets rid of all the trash, takes the gold nuggets, crafts them into gold ingots, takes the gold ingots, then crafts them into gold blocks, and spits all the gold blocks here for us. We just pick that up out here. If we ever need gold blocks, there they are. Crafted, ready to go. Adam, hello, hello. Sin, you better quit it. Berserker, to my knowledge, yet, I haven't learned this yet, but YouTube doesn't have any fun stuff like that, like Twitch does, where I can, like, make people VIPs and stuff like that. Bum, 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 bum. And so then I took this other temple over here and I pushed the boundaries of what you can do to an iron farm. So this temple is an iron farm. You heard the clanging, but we're just going to walk around here real quick, around this perimeter here. And you just need to know that this is a working iron farm and villager trading hall. And I don't have any miss spawns because I did very precise calculations onto where I can and where I cannot place blocks. So everything works. We've got tons of iron flowing in and poppies and emeralds are flowing from these guys. We got books. We can trade all of our iron. And it's just a really, really nice setup. But also fully designed. It's not just plonked in the middle of a field to make sure that you don't misspawn your golems all over the place, right? So I just took the time that it takes to make sure that everything stays where it's supposed to. Yeah, that's really all it has. But and that's to subscribe on the Tubes of You is totally free, right? So like that's kind of like their follow, if you will. Yeah, Berserker, that happens. Hardcore's tough. It's tough. You're still waiting on the uwu? I don't know that we're going to be doing an uwu in this world. There will be a gold temple at some point in this world, Molly. I don't like to give too many spoilers, but you nailed that right on the head. That's been cooking in the back of my brain for a while now. El Dorado. Good morning, Rocky. What did I promise? Wait, what did I promise? What did I promise? The words I promised never came out of my mouth. That I can assure you. What's in here? Oh God, it's all fireworks? Jeez, I got more fireworks than I thought. It doesn't get rid of ads or nothing? Molly, that's wild. I did not promise an uwu. There's no way. There's absolutely no. Listen, I'm a little bit cray-cray, but I am not a sadistic maniac who would put himself through that twice. Because what you're talking about is cray-cray. I don't do things like that, Berserker. This is a hardcore world. And even though MLGs are cheesed in the Bedrock version of the game, I'm not putting a hardcore world up to chance for something that costs $0 and gives me $0. I am not that kind of streamer. I don't engage in brain rot activities. Ooh woo. I had a feeling this one wasn't going to grow. I had a feeling that one wouldn't grow. Let's move you to right here then. I bet you'll grow here. Yeah. But yeah, in Bedrock, all you have to do is hold down your trigger, and you nail every water bucket. Just hold your trigger down. That's all you gotta do. That we're keeping for a building. It's the water bucket challenge. Where you like jump off and catch yourself with a bucket of water. Yo, Kennedy Hunter, thanks for the follow. Over on the Twitch. I think... Yo, I know that sound. That is the follower goal. Heck yeah, let's go. GG, y'all. Yo, what's up, Berserker? Oh, another persistent. No. No. Oh my god, I just barely made it. Let's see. I think we're good there. We just have to start growing. Do we need some more through here? Yeah, probably a couple through here, and then we'll start bone mealing that other end. I wanted to just let all that grow, but here we are. I'm going through some stuff right now, so you know. Cut me some slack, man. Cut me some slack, would ya? In the hardcore world? It's right there. It's not quite done. There's a whole lot more terraforming to do. So the mound that it sits on is kind of just a blank canvas for... That's such a huge terraforming job. It was big enough just making that platform out of dirt. Because I was basically just extending kind of a big hill that was over there. To be big enough to support the structure of this building. And then from day one, the idea was to go back through and make it a combination of stone and cobblestone and dirt and andesite and have like granite veins running through it every now and again and stuff like that with, and ores and make it look more realistic. But in this world, that's it. That's a amazing Mayan temple right there. It is incredibly historically accurate, and that's kind of my shtick, is getting to that historical accuracy and being very realistic and bringing real life into Minecraft. And I think that I achieved that there for sure. And assuming that we survive long enough, there should be an underworld temple as well, if you catch my drift. Oh. I see it up there. Hello, horsey. Hey, you're kind of in the way of this tree. No. Go down there. Thanks. Don't know why. I just saw a Johnny in my mind. So I try to get my base areas to the level where it's more kind of like just being one big build, where kind of everything is cohesive and it's all one mega plan, right? So that's just kind of the whole idea behind it, is that it's one project, right? So yes, it is multiple buildings, but it is still a singular project. And so, I've been trying to think a lot more on those terms lately when I play Minecraft. I think that it helps me to think bigger. Like, don't limit your ideas to a single building. You can think bigger that way, right? It's like, it's just kind of shooting yourself in the foot, limiting yourself to one building. So have a whole kit and caboodle of buildings in the back of your mind and make that a build. So this whole civilization is a build, right? It's not just this temple, that temple, these buildings, this, this terraforming, that terraforming, and whatnot. So, yeah. Oh, thanks, Berserker. I appreciate that. Oh, Rocky watching his favorite streamer. Rocky gonna do a spin for Sheffy. Does Rocky want to do a spin for Sheffy? But I love doing all sorts of fun little things in Minecraft that not everyone knows about, like waterless bubble elevators. You use powdered snow to make these. I don't have any left. I don't have enough left to give you a demo. I did my last available demo, I think, the other day. But, yeah. Make a water column, replace all the water with powdered snow, then splash a bucket of water on top of the powdered snow to erase all of it. And you're left with bubbles. And only bubbles. Onlybubbles.com. I heard a trader llama. Where is he? I heard him. Where the heck is he? Aha. Invis potion. Don't really need any of that, but cool. I can. Oh, it must be summer. The kids are out of school. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that was a good one. We needed that. Brutal. Honest. That's what I call it, Molly. I just call it honest. I just call ducks ducks, cows cows, and chickens chickens. That's all. I see some. I mean, I could be really brutal. Cause what came to the tip of my tongue first, but because I have that dad switch, right, and it's so good, it just kind of got washed back down, you know? So wandering traders, if you are unaware, are persistent mobs, and they're llamas. They don't despawn. So they stay in your world forever. And so like, and zombies with stuff in their hand, like, you know, all that, those guys, they stay in the world forever too. Anything that's named, animals in fences, in, you know, in smaller fences, they won't despawn either. You don't have to name tag them. Like all those sheep next to the iron farm, they're not named. They're just, they can't despawn. They're in a fence. They don't have enough like area around them to despawn. If they can't travel a certain amount of blocks, they don't despawn. And so all of these things add up over time. They keep adding up and they keep adding up, and they do create lag in your world. So you definitely want to get rid of traders and their llamas. Kakashi, I'm not a circus animal. I don't just like take orders from random people on the internet. I'm so sorry. That's not this kind of stream. You're welcome to hang out if you want, but You can try to command me to do things all day long, and you will just waste every single breath you use making those demands. Berserker, tips for hardcore. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Just slow down. Honestly, slow down. That is the biggest thing that you can do to not die in this game. It's the number 1 through 4 thing you need to do to not die in hardcore Minecraft. Slow down. So you need to set your limits. You need to set your goals. You need to set your expectations. And you determine how the game goes. That's just Minecraft in general. So you have to take those key pivotal things about Minecraft, and then you have to slow it all down. You have to roll it back a little bit. Just slow down. And they don't even get what they try to demand. They don't even get it. Oh, them girls get so mad at me some days. Oh, jeez. Days played is on the screen, so 2,410 Minecraft days, but in real life, we started this world on the day before Thanksgiving, so just this past November, at the end of November, and I only play in this world if I'm live. Now, every now and again, where did he come from? Every now and again, I will AFK in this world just for a couple, for certain reasons or whatever. Where did he come out of? I'm not even seeing it. Oh, it's right there. Did he really come out of that? Oh, yeah, he did. Right up through there. So yeah, just occasionally I will AFK to age copper or to run the rocket farm or to grow trees. Most recently I just AFK'd over on this side over here to just let a bunch of these trees grow naturally while I was just doing my dad stuff, right? And so it's just kind of one of those things. You just take your time, slow down. It was 1,000 days before I even thought about going and doing the dragon. Like it wasn't even, it wasn't really on my radar. I thought I saw another sapling over here. Huh. What? I see it right there. I can't get to it. It's right there. I knew I saw a sapling. Yeah, it's not going to grow. Let's put it right there. It will. Maybe not. No? How about right here? Oh, come on. Yay! You prevent the copper from aging. Yeah, yep. So wax. And so for me, I don't need to prevent it because it is fully oxidized. The version of copper that I use the most in this game is the fully oxidized version. So that you don't have to worry about waxing. Because waxing copper is expensive. It's 1 for 1. It's wildly expensive to wax copper blocks. Always Bedrock. I've played 0 minutes and 0 seconds of Java Minecraft because of Java Minecrafters. It's their fault. Blame them. It is much easier to find people to play with on Bedrock Minecraft. It is much easier to play. It is much more accessible. Let's not say easier, because actually the game is harder. Skeletons have deadly aim. The Wither isn't a joke made for a... It's like a kid's birthday party pinata in Java. It's kind of a joke. But it's more accessible. So you don't have to have a PC to play Bedrock Minecraft. You can play on your phone. You can play on a Switch. You can play it on an Xbox, a PlayStation, on a PC. You can play it on whatever you want, basically, right? On a tablet. So that makes it so much more accessible to people. And so you're just you're more easily able to find, like, people to play with, right? Hey, man, what's good? Bum, 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 bum. So that's why I say that Java Minecraft players are the ones that turn me off of Java. And like, because they're so rude. So many of them. They're so rude. They live in dirt houses and they scream at people saying, "Look at my shaders, bro." But look at my shaders, bro. Who cares if I live in a dirt house? My game is better because of my shaders, bro. I don't like that kind of behavior, and so I just... gives me the ick to hear people talk like that. Love the floor with the skulk in the main temple. Yeah, it's pretty hot. It is pretty hot. I think we've grown all the trees now. It appears that way. So now we have to determine if it's enough. And now we can look down both sides of the valley. I'd like to see more in through here, but I don't know that I can plant those trees on that steep of a hill. We'll try. And... yeah, it's just so steep there. All through all of this, it's so steep. I don't know if this is going to work or not. We'll try and plant a few. Oh, there's one right there. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Come on. build probably here. So we're leaving that alone. So to get the happy gas, right, it's still in experimental features. So on the SMP that I play on, I do have a happy gas because we use some experimental features there, so we're able to turn that on. This being a true hardcore world, there's no possibility of any experiments or anything. Yeah. You just have to turn experimental features on. But I can't get into that world. There's something going on right now. I thought it was my PC, but now I'm less and less thinking it's my PC and just something wrong with my player data. I think my player data in that world got corrupted. And so I may just have to accept losing my Ender chest and making a new Microsoft account. For that world, which makes me want to cry, but oh, come on. There we go. What is this homeboy mad at? Hey, get mad. Let's go over here, on top of this one. That's looking better. So it was actually an update that only PC players got that started this. So most people are going to be on, if you're on a console, you're on .81. I am on .82. All PC players, if they've updated their game, are on .82, and that is when the problem started. It just crashes the entire game. As soon as I join the world, it crashes the whole client. Just I get a flash of a red screen, and the Minecraft is gone. And it's not online games, because I joined Teach's hosted world yesterday as a test, and it put me right in, no problems. They don't like to get mad at you. Yeah. It's very strange, Sin. That's why it's got to be my player data corrupted or something. It's got to be. It's got to be. I have one of the most common RTX GPUs. I don't have a lot of my hardware is mid-tier. I didn't go for like high-end anything. But I went for good, like, name brand components. So I have, you know, an Asus B something or other Prime gaming motherboard. It's built for gaming. You know, the 3060 Ti is just a powerhouse of a little rig for a GPU, you know? And I pumped 32 gigs to it to make it just kind of rock solid. A 6-core processor. Awesome, Berserker. That's cool, dude. Heck yeah. I love meeting people from all over the world. I had a unique career in the restaurant industry where I moved around a lot and went to, like, I worked at resorts, like summer lodges and national parks and ski resorts in the wintertime and stuff like that. So I bounced around, and that industry relies on J1 visa students to come over on their summer break. So Europeans in the summer, South Americans and Australians in the winter time is what we would get, because that's summer for them if they're in the southern hemisphere. And so, like, I got to meet and live and work with people from all over the world, and it's been one of my greatest pleasures in life, for sure. I think that was the only really barren spot that I could locate, was through here and across through there. There's another bit of a bald spot here, but I don't think that this needs it. I think that that's fine over there on the side. Let's make sure there's no bald spots down on this end. I don't see any major bald spots. That is fine. We could even put some spruce on that really steep cliffside right there. Alright. Let's go back to the temple. We're going to plonk ourselves in the farm and make a cup of coffee. And then we'll sleep after the coffee's done. And yeah. Oh, let's just go here. Give me my mouse. There you go. Sorry for the noise. They're loud. They're getting crunchy though. Where's your song? I don't want to get muted or stricken. I have to use DMCA free music. I have to use the Pretzeli Rocks. I can't just leave it playing. Like, I can play a few, like 15 seconds of it, Sin, but I have to stop it. I can't just leave it playing while I walk away anymore. I know, it's because there's commercials and stuff. Nah, it is what it is. Those are the rules, right? That's one of the things that TikTok did better than others. It is. It allowed us to express our freedom. Yeah, I've planted a bunch of trees, but I had to remake the environment. Pink petals are not the environment for a Mayan civilization, so I had to completely redo it from scratch. Guys, I'm gonna go get this coffee started. I'll be right back. Good morning. Well, I am. You good? You got water? You got Cheerios? Yeah? You're good? Okay, I love you. Oh, he's such a good kid. He's awake. He knew that I was streaming. He knows it's summertime now. And he just, he's got his water. He's got Cheerios. He's set. Life is good. He's a kid. He's a kid on Saturday morning. I know it's not Saturday. I said that on purpose. Let this thing get caught up here. And we'll get our sounds back and we'll get back to it. It is. I don't know. Some people like playing Minecraft at night. Some people don't care about a time of day, but for me, my creative juices are most flowing in the mornings while I'm having my coffee. I usually start. Usually one of the first things, I didn't do it this morning because I kind of slept in a little bit today, just a little bit though. But one of the first things that I do is the Wordle game. And I feel like it gets my brain moving really, like it wakes it up. Because you do have to kind of put a lot of thought towards Wordle. And it's, you have to use a wide band of your knowledge base because, you know, your vocabulary takes up a lot of your knowledge. And so that's what that game is doing is it's really pushing your vocabulary to the limits, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I like that game. Going to the beach today? Oh, dang, it's not even going to get 70? What am I looking at today? Dang, we're not either. We're topping out at 69. No, it does say high of 70, but then if you look at the chart, it tops out at 69. Yeah, it's cloudy. Cloudy skies, slight chance of rain shower, high around 70, winds light and variable. Humidity. Humidity is sitting currently at 89%. Let's go. Oh, a wither. He destroys everything in his path. Wardens are easy. Wardens are easy. Which device? What do you mean? What device am I playing on, Hattie? I'm not sure what you're asking. If you're asking me what device I play on, I'll tell you this. I play Bedrock. You guess. Guess what device I play on. And I play with a controller. I play Bedrock with a controller. What device am I on? I can see. So we've got trees. I've got the walkway that goes from here clear to the fishing hut. Well, we're not quite to the fishing hut. We need to finish to the fishing hut. We need to get one more bridge down there to finish off. And then that way, and then we need to make a grand entrance to the valley over here at some point. I just need to come up with a design here. It's going to be something kind of similar to like the fishing build itself, but definitely bigger, and something that somebody has already designed for me. I don't use netherite on hardcore. It's not value. It's for what? That's my whole thing with netherite. You really don't need it. It's a show-off item. It is really not that useful in hardcore Minecraft. In regular survival Minecraft, it's pretty useful, but it's still just a show-off item, and I actually don't need it. I have it on the SMP, but not here. And I probably never will here. You think I'm a bad YouTuber playing guy? Oh, that's cool. You're entitled to your opinion. That's okay. You can think that. Thanks for commenting on the video and helping out the algorithm to help new people discover me. I appreciate that. Thanks for helping. You're the best. Knox, how's it going? How's it going? I was laughing into my cup of coffee and it fogged up my glasses. I'm just over here sipping my tea. It's not tea, it's coffee. But I'm sipping. Let's get some stuff here real quick. Yeah, let's get all of that. Let's put Mel back in her cage over here. Oh no, that's not Mel. Mel was in her cage. This is the unnamed. That one hasn't earned a name yet. Yeah, it has. Yes, it has. Hold on, we're gonna name that thing. Hold on. Hold on. Where's Cassie? Oh, I'll never listen to people like that. I'm a 45-year-old man. I've lived an amazing life, had an amazing career, won and lost fortunes, and I have one of the greatest kids on planet Earth, and I'm enjoying my retirement, and I'm one of the happiest people you'll meet. At 45, I still get out to the BMX track and shred. So... no, I'm a super happy guy. No, people like that don't bother me one bit. I spent 25 years in the restaurant industry. I've done every job in a restaurant between dishwasher and district manager. And yeah, no, there's... I'm just happy to be here. Truly happy to be here. Just Sin's broken out the spray bottle. That's the name of this one. It's the Bushmaster because it gets the leaves. Whee! So we have to get from there to here. And then the path will eventually work its way up this side. But this is gonna be really tough to terraform. I'm gonna have to stare at this for a minute, you guys, to see the best way to take the path. Remember, because we said I see some build sites on the side of this mountain. I see them. I tried to show them. If you saw those when I did that or not, it's fine. I get it. You can't you can't look inside my mind and see what I'm talking about. But I think you guys kind of have an understanding of what I kind of want for this whole area. We're actually going to shave this down and make a more exposed cliff right here that we're hugging. No, not this one. Me? Hey, what? Who? Huh? What's up, Berserker? Oh, how long have I been playing Minecraft? So sorry. I started playing this game in 2020. Picked it up at the age of 40. No, I'm not going to do that. I live in an apartment building and have a 9-year-old child who's just woken up in the next room. But I appreciate you. I can't. Normally, I will. They kind of have to come. It's usually what I name stuff is kind of. I don't know how to describe it. It's like what do you? Oh man, what's the... I'm having a senior moment. I'm having a senior moment. I'll quote a movie line about a potato, and you can tell me if you know what movie it's from. I bet you can't. My name is Ossel, and I can count a potato. I will accept who said that line or the name of the movie it was from. Either one. Where's Rufio today? Isn't it a holiday? Isn't today a holiday? I don't even know. Is today a holiday? It is. Yeah, that's why you're here, Molly, right? That's right. That's why you're here. It's because today is a holiday. I forgot to drop off a couple more items.
Is that a cow? It is a cow. Why did I think that was something other than a cow? Okay. Bum, 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 bum. So yeah, this can hug. But how do I get this down without looking goofy? How do I get this down that far and across that short distance without looking silly? That's what I'm struggling with. Gotcha, gotcha. It is, yeah, it's Monday here as well. It's Monday here as well. Sunday? Where would it be Sunday still? No. There's nowhere where it's still Sunday, is there? American Samoa, maybe? I don't think there's enough time zones for it to still be Sunday anywhere. I am East Coast, and yes, the movie is The Ringer. Very good. Sea lanterns would be completely out of place and, in my opinion, look pretty terrible in this. I don't like just plonking light sources, and like, so there's torches lighting up the area to keep everything safe, kind of. But once that gets done, my process is to go through and remove every torch that I place down to begin with. Unless it's in a cave, like lighting up a cave or something like that in the hillside, torches eventually get stripped away in my builds. And so generally speaking, you're not going to see... You'll see lanterns. I use some copper bulbs, but they don't provide a lot of light. So all of the light that's in this building is pretty much coming from underneath the floor, because I really don't like using a lot of the light sources in this game, like the block light sources, unless they're getting like integrated into the design of something. So like the tumbleweeds, you know, like that's a great usage of one of those whole block light sources. But yeah, I'm not a big fan. Sea lanterns only look good with a couple of blocks. 6:49 p.m. Oh, I've got access to. We defeated the ocean monument in less than one breathing potion. We were done. Not only did we defeat all 3 of the Elder Guardians, we also found 2 sponge rooms in less than 1 water breathing potion. Ocean monuments aren't really that challenging. They're really not. If you have a water breathing potion, it's pretty dummy easy. Just a piece of TNT, a redstone block, and a water breathing potion. That's all you need, and you're good to go. You are good to go. Basically, me and Mobby took out the Elder Guardians while Teach looked for the sponges. Doing it solo, I would say easily I would probably use 2 potions. But if you have 1 or more with you, it's fast. I want to shave this back a little bit. So I did use sea lanterns in the auto smelter because they did fit in that build. Because you're right, there is some blue in there, but it's a much more modern feel. I'm making some shape here. Oh my God, you son of a gun. Who done it? You got me, Tori. Oh, Rufio's going to be so mad at you. Rufio and Stegster are going to be so mad at you. They try so freaking hard to get me with that stinking thing. And you come in, and the first time that you ever do it, you scare the tacos out of me, and I got to go check my shorts now. Mini Chef, they just scared me. I think I've committed a crime in my pants. Hey, did I poop my pants? Is there poop on the back of my pants? Is there? No? No poop there? Okay, thanks. Okay, apparently I didn't. I didn't poop my pants. No, they can't get in here. They can't get in here. I'm confident on that one. I'm confident on that one. They can't get in here. They're not welcome here. He was rolling in there, cracking up. He was just. Are you Sin? Yeah. And make sure you send it to like every single one of Rufio's, like put it in every channel. Babe, no, don't do that. Don't do that. That's annoying. Don't do that. Good morning, Tori. I'm awake now. I was awake before, but now I'm definitely awake. You know me, I like to make an entrance. You dang Kiwis. Always making an entrance. Alright, we've got to get down and over there. I think we're just going to carry this straight around and come down. And we need... we can't. I need some of this stuff. I need some whole polished stuff. I've got slabs, I need whole. That'll be good for a stack. Get bleh, bleh. Alright, let's bring some slabs down. Because what we're going to do is we're going to... It's fine. That's fine. It's kind of exactly what we want. Actually, no we don't. We want that. Like that. Because that's how we're gonna bring this path, this way. It's going to curve around, and it's going to come down and then go across over to here. And cut through here and come down into the fishing build. Oh, look, a trespasser. First to get rid of the nuisance. Where's the other one? What do you have? Anything? Anything? Anything good? Of course not. Sorry, pal. Remember, persistent mobs. They're not good for your world. Not good. Bum ba bum 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 ba bum bum. Hi, sheep. Hello. Hi. Hi. Yeah, I know. But we need to come down more steeply here. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll take out all this stuff and redo this just in a bit. Need to go to bed, trying to get the energy to disconnect to PS5 and reconnect it in the bedroom. Aww. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. That doesn't sound fun. Okay. No. I mean, why am I doing this? I got hole blocks so that I don't do this. What? Get out of here. You're in my way, sheepy. How do I want to handle this? Can't really do that, can ya? What I can do, though, is kind of cheese it like that. Like that right there. Oh, you know what I can do? Actually, give me this. I can do kind of that little maneuver right there. That'll work. Yeah. You can do it. Yeah, Tori, you got this. But that just needs to be a slab. Yeah, that'll work. I can. Let's see what it looks like the other way again. That helps it make it like it looks like it's forcing it that way a little bit more. Okay, so now we switch over to the bricks. One more. Whoa. Stormtrooper. This might turn out. Dun, 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 dun. The heck? I guess I didn't need that last one, huh? Probably have to put a block here. That's fine. Now let's see if it is shaped terribly or not. It needs to, oh man. So for one, it does not need to go that high. I almost think that if we just made that flat part longer, it could fix that. Yeah, it does. Absolutely. That's much more better. We could even actually we were talking about things to get better at hardcore Minecraft. The fifth thing after the 4 slowdowns is sleep. Sleep! For the love of Pete. Sleep. Sleep through the night. What is my motivation? Nerd. I'm a nerd. And thank you, Berserker. I appreciate it. Sorry, I got locked in there. It happens. I get locked in sometimes, but know this. I always come back to the chat. They'll tell you. I always come back to the chat. I do. That I can promise you. I always come back to chat. Sorry, my fingers hurt right now. I'm old. These hands are why I play with a controller. They're all busted up. Did I need anything else? No. That was all I needed. Okay, now we need these again. That's what I did. Oh, no. Yeah, I can dig that. I can totally dig that. Let's get another vantage point of it. I was just pretty brutal to my hands throughout my career, and I spent it a long time in a career that is known to be brutal to your hands and known to produce carpal tunnel, and that's what it did. That's what it did. Could you imagine me? I was a show-off as a bartender and a server, and I was like carrying the trays up on my fingertips, like with 17 plates on it, and flipping cups around. And would you imagine me? Me? No. No, I did not put that there. That'll provide some light at nighttime for that portion of the bridge, and then we'll need to have lanterns and whatnot on the bridge itself. Something. Ooh, I got an idea. I'm deciding whether or not to continue. I think this path is the path that I'm going to continue this way. I'm going to branch that path off eventually. I capped it. I know I put these here as though it's just going to stay like that. But eventually, I'm going to break a path off here. And like I said, work my way up the mountain. And I'm going to do that as that path, that same path design that we brought down. All this right here. So that's going to wind its way up the mountain all the way up to the waterfall. But for this, we're going to stick to this polished and brick tough variants to get through all this. Now, can I not mess up my water? That's so tight. Well, okay. We can do that. No. One more and then we can go down. Okay. I want to bring this down. Every morning. So I'm every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time through the week. And then on the weekends, it's kind of sporadic. But every Monday through Friday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will get Minecraft content from me. At nighttime, I am also known to stream other games, and I play with friends. So I do play Fortnite. I've got a Epic Games creator code. I have a published map on Fortnite that I made. So I do also play Fortnite, but my main source of content is Minecraft in the mornings. That's what I would consider myself a quote unquote expert at, right? If I'm gonna be an expert at anything at this point in my life, it's the this is kind of it for me right now in this stage of my life. And I do have quite a decent knowledge base of this game, and so in particular, if you have questions about Bedrock Minecraft, I really do know a lot about this game. And so it's just kind of like, that's what I want to really focus my content on, is Minecraft content. But this evening, there's probably going to be some sort of squatting up happening. Whether it's repo Sin? No, you're on like crunch mode. Do you even have time for repo Sin? Sin's trying to get ready for a con. She makes costumes and stuff like that, and she's making a banger right now, and so she's like down to crunch time. So I don't know if she can play Repo, but that's another game that we play a lot of. We're pretty good at that. Where are we at? Level 17 or 18? I think we're level 18 legit. No mods whatsoever. We don't use mods. We don't use glitches. So we don't use the health glitch. We don't use the ammo glitch. We don't do that. Insert Avengers meme here. We don't do that here. Okay. Did they patch them? Good. Good. I wish they'd get rid of some of those mods. I wish they would... Oh, I don't play stuff like that, Berserker. I play vanilla Minecraft, that's it. I don't do mods at all. That's kind of... slightly inaccurate, that statement I just made. Yeah, we haven't. We haven't the last few nights. I needed some time to work on this SMP problem where it's crashing my game, and so that's been taking up a lot of my evening time, and also just kind of like the mental anguish from not being able to play on that world and get work done on the Pirate Cove. It kind of hurts. It hurts me right in the feels. Not gonna lie. But you know, I'm an adult and I can work through that. I'm okay. It's okay. I'm fine. I promise. I know. It's tough. Dude, that is really cool, Terry. There's a word for a person who makes a luthier is a boot. That's a boot maker, right? Or a hat maker. What's the name for a person who makes saddles? There's a specific name for a person who makes saddles and tack and stuff. Horse tack. What is that person called, Terry? I need to go have a human moment real quick, but please let me know what that is, cause I can't remember the name for that type of person. Give me like 60 seconds, y'all. Oh, wait. I had to check what the thermostat was reading to determine whether I turned the AC on or opened my window, and opening the window one. Because it's reading at 75 in the house, but it's hot in my room because of the PC, right? It creates a lot of heat. So I've got to get some air out of here, but it's already down to my kind of... You won't see me set that thing lower than 75 until it's really hot. Like, it's got to be getting closer to 100 before I'll set it down any lower than 75. So, yeah. Oh, literally just a saddler? They're called a saddler? Oh, Berserker, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you, Molly. Siri said saddler. I thought there was another name, like a luthier is a person who does... I think they do hats and cobblers do shoes, right? Isn't that what it is? No, a luthier's stringed instruments. That's what a luthier is. They make string instruments. What was the hat? A haberdasher. That is, yeah. I think it's a haberdasher. Isn't that a fun word? No, that's a dealer in men's clothing, not hats. Just men's clothing in general. I have ancestors that had a haberdashery in Ohio. Ooh, Sin's gonna start Googling, trying to figure out my identity. Dun 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 dun. Okay, this is all. It's fine. Makes lighting it up easier. Makes lighting it up easier. Oh, that's going to be more than enough light. Oh. Oh, I'm crouched. Why am I not even going anywhere? Okay. We'll deal with that. I got ways to deal with that. Dun 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 dun. Oof, that's going right up against it. Oof. Yeah, all of that. It's going after we sleep. Alrighty, Berserker. Get that homework done. We've just started summer vacation here. Oh, it's so humid outside that it doesn't even matter that the window's open. The air's just not moving. It's just sticky. That's what we're known for here in the Southeast. But and the closer you get to the national park, the stickier it is. It's crazy how muggy it gets here. Like in comparison to places that are notoriously also humid. Like, I grew up spending up to a month at a time in East Texas, in the humid, nasty, lake, swampy part of Texas. It's still more humid here in the park. The closer you get to the park. Oh, wow. What a username. Oh, yeah, get rid of him. Lost Souls, you still around? I can get him. Bye. Wow. It's 2025. It is 2025. Okay. Let's go finish that walkway to the fishing village. The fishing hut. Oh god. How much you guys want to bet that that person wouldn't say anything? Oh, and he's back with an alt account. Look at that. We got an alt account now. Dude, it's so easy to get rid of people like you. Why do you guys even try? I bet he wouldn't say that in the neighborhood that I live in. How to not wake up the next morning, 101. This guy. Oh, no, 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 no. Whoops. That's fine. We're coming down here. We're coming down here. Oh, another one. Wow. Oh, we've got really, really, like, cool people that think they're edgy and cool. Oh, whoops. That think they're edgy and cool. Wow, another one, huh? Jeez. What a sad little life you have. What a sad little person you are. If you live anywhere on the eastern seaboard, I will DM you my address. You come over here and say that. Bet you won't. Bet you won't. It is the same person, Terry. It is. They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. Sin, you have it, and I can just play Minecraft. Do you have it? You got it? Lost Souls is back now, too? Okay, good. All right. Y'all take care of that. Make sure you're reporting, too. Because at a point, it's their IP address that gets banned. at a point. It's their IP address. It does it because it's like you can make as many accounts as you want, right? But until they ban your IP address, and then sometimes a VPN can get around that too, but not really. Y'all the best. Oh, I need more blocks. That's why I came back. Actually, I can just turn these all into... Because this will probably finish it right here. Good. Oh no, this isn't enough. You know, it's so funny is at the playground here in a little while, I'll have a conversation about this, and it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. I always love chatting with my neighborhood moms. It is hilarious. It is so funny. The tea that they... Terraria, how's it going? How's it going? How about that? Listen, this girl Jasmine, she's like 6'2", 220. $250 maybe. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Watching while making tinted glass. Nice. I wouldn't want to mess with her. All 5'9", 175, 180 pounds of me. No, this could be a hilarious conversation, though. Oh, God, y'all. We laugh so hard down there some days. My invisible glass of water. Oh, it's not so invisible today. Hey, this last update has been... Hold on. Wow, the update to... Okay, here we go. I can make it invisible there. My invisible glass of water. I'm Doctor Strange. I'm just plucking a glass of water out of thin air. Sin, you wouldn't be left alone. There's so many kids here, and every one of them would know what that is, and the kids would absolutely swarm you. You would be surrounded by 100 children. That's probably an accurate number of children. $70 to $100, somewhere in there. No, you gotta have a shower cap on here, Lost Souls. You gotta have a shower cap on here. Enough said, right? You understand? Where I live. They'll love you. You get sassy with them, oh God, they'll love you forever. Done hospital visits? That's fire. That is S tier human behavior right there, folks. Anything that you can do to make especially kids in hospitals feel a little bit better about themselves, that is S tier human behavior. Okay. Oh God, another one? Wow. You're really that bored and that sad? You poor person. Who hurt you, bro? It's okay if you need to talk about it. Like it's okay to admit that you've been hurt as a man. It's okay. You just have to work through it somehow. If you can't do it yourself, you need to seek help to work through that trauma. Popular anime. Yep. What's going on, pro? But as a 45-year-old man and father, I'm here to tell you, and I'm a manly man, it's okay to admit that you've been hurt and work through that trauma. It's okay. You don't have to keep it in. You don't have to. Your dad was wrong. So is mine. You're from India? Heck yeah, dude. You're the second person from India today. Mark, welcome in, welcome in. I know, Sin. Who's been hurt. Clearly that person, however young or old they are, has been hurt in some way and needs some help. They really do. They need to know that it's okay to love. Would I be? I don't know. I'm pretty good at this game. I don't think Herobrine stands a chance against me. I'm good. I think that's why Herobrine never shows his face around my worlds. He's just scared. He doesn't want the smoke. He doesn't want the chef smoke. Those kind of go hand in hand, don't they? Not being taught social skills by your parents is pretty hurtful. Even if your parents don't have them. Right? Oh, that pop felt great and I needed it. There is 0% chance that Herobrine will spawn in the game. 0% chance. I hate to burst your bubble. There is a 0% chance that Herobrine will make an appearance. Because it is not real. As I I don't really need to remind my son anymore. But when he was, 6 and 7, I had to remind him that Herobrine was not real and that it was just all a running gag. We like to deal in reality here, and we deal with vanilla Minecraft. Little modifications, little tweaks we're okay with. So like you see my XP bar is rainbow and I've got golden carrot hunger bars. That's all fine and good. But changing the way that the game works by adding a mod that makes Herobrine appear in your game. We again, insert that Avengers meme again. We don't do that here. Yeah, that's pretty funny, Sin. That seems legit. They've worked that lore into it. That's pretty funny. The old guy guarding the mine when he was a kid trying to get in. Yeah. I just need to set my controller down for a minute. I did too much manual labor this week. I'm gonna have to do some more this week too, or last week. I'm sorry. I definitely need to get some more done, and I know my parents are wanting him to stay over there a day or two, but we'll have to see. I gotta have weather to do that kind of work. Because that wood mulch, it's wood shavings, like wood chips, like trees that have been run through a big shredder by the city, like those cleanup crews that are on the side of the road that have that huge machine that clears the power lines and stuff like that. Most municipalities will give that stuff to you, those wood chippings. You just have to sign up for it, and so that's how we got all that. But it gets real heavy when it's wet. It gets real heavy when it's wet. Because it's already kind of like it's not dry wood shavings. It's fresh trees. It's green trees. Like they don't let this stuff sit. That's why they give it to you for free as a citizen, because it costs so much money to store and handle this material that they don't want to. No city wants to be in that business. You know. You like the stones? Yeah, I do too. I do too. It gives it a nice border. Now, I just have to figure out how far out I can push that, though, because grass does not like to grow back there at all. It just doesn't. Even though it's kind of shredded by the bobcat right now, like a lot of that's dirt back there. That's because all that was there was moss that takes years to grow back. That moss takes a long time to kind of coat the ground like it had, but that's all torn up now, and I don't know that I'll be able to get grass to grow there. It's so shaded and acidic back there. I live in cave country. There's springs within, I was going to say a quarter mile, but it's a half mile from their house. There's springs within a half mile, and they're directly on top of a cave system. And so, you've got pretty acidic limestone soil with a bunch of clay in it. It's hard to grow grass on. And they don't have $10,000 for a dump truck of topsoil. Yeah, it does. It looks nice and clean. And I'm really gonna, the next time I'm over there, I'm gonna start surveying the woods, and I'm gonna get some big stakes in place, painted orange, fluorescent orange, and I'm gonna start some serious plans for that wooded area, clearing out a zip line. I want to do at least 150 foot. So I'm gonna buy a 200-foot zip line, and I'm gonna plan on it to be around 150 feet. I just like to have the extra. So that I can bring everything really super tight, and I'm not stretching for inches of cable to get tightened, to make a good zip line that even I can use, because I want to be able to use it too. Do you blame me? Do you blame me? Probably a treehouse. I have a little bit of treehouse experience. I helped a guy build one in Washington. My neighbor, the guy who taught me how to climb, I repaid him by helping him build his treehouse in his backyard. And I mean, it was a fully insulated live-in treehouse. Swank. It was really cool. There was obviously no electricity or plumbing, but it was fully insulated. And like the eventual plan was to have a wood stove in there to heat it. And it doesn't really get hot enough in the summertime there to need air conditioning. Just open the windows. We put windows in it and everything. But yeah, I want to do a tree house. But I need some beams, and I need some big old chunky hardware. I need some chunky hardware. But ideally that house will go to me and Mini Chef. And because, yeah, it's going to be our little playground in suburban hell. Their neighborhood has a Facebook page, right? And somebody was in there the other day complaining about people not using their turn signals. And I'm with them. I don't like people that don't use their turn signals either, but I don't go to Facebook and cry about it. Like, that's not happening in my world. Turn signals are just such an easy thing, right? They really are. It's an easy thing to do. So that's why I don't understand the non-usage of them. But yeah, who cares? Like, it's not worth like losing your mind on social media over. It's really not. One spot. I turned that clear glass texture off, and I'm not liking that glass down there anymore, but I think I can turn it back on. I think we've ruled out that being any part of the problem that I'm having. So I could honestly turn that back on and we'd be fine, I think. So listen, you guys, I'm so sorry that I don't have a lot to do right now in the hardcore world. I'm still trying to grasp like which direction I need to go. I really need I need to get a weekend stream in with Ace so that we can go kind of explore the Nether together. I started digging out that tunnel, just stretching out, and we could probably do some more of that for the next little bit. And we need to go kind of explore those areas, and because I need to find that warped forest. We've got to get that done, and I've got to make a nether tree farm. And so that's probably, I don't know if I'm going to make that over. I'm going to hop into Teach's World with him one day and kind of take a look at some options and kind of see what I want to do. Exactly, Sin. They're standard equipment on all vehicles for a reason. Yep. There is a reason that they are required by law to be on the roadway. You can't drive a car that doesn't have turn signals. Nice, Sid. But yeah, you know, I'm just kind of bummed out about the whole Rocketcraft thing. Like, because it sucks. Because, like, there's nothing really that anyone can do. Everything that we have, like, our collective minds have thought to do, we've done, and nothing is working. And it just sucks because it's only happening to me, and we just cannot figure out why. This looks, that path looks really cool from above. I don't think that y'all can really see that on your screens. Maybe you can. But that looks pretty cool. How that meanders down, and then you kind of see it cross over the water and back over the water, take a hard turn and dip down. That's really cool. I like how that looks. I like how that turned out a lot. And then there, up to there. Hug the back side of that. No, hug the front side. Come around, snake back up. Yep. I need to screenshot this real quick, you guys. Okay. Now I just have to remember to draw my little line. Oh. Oh man. Hey, bro, hey, what do you got? Anything? I'm sorry. I don't know why that's so funny. I don't know. Oh my goodness. No. What the heck? Do I? No. Okay. I thought I had some of those laying around already somewhere. Wait, how did that not get caught? Did my CloudBot turn off? That happens sometimes. It must have. Let's go see. Interesting. Usual perspective. I've heard it leads to problems with infertility and it shrinks your, you know, down there, makes it smaller. Oh no! I how the CloudBot didn't catch that, because it's totally spelled the right way. Interesting. Sweet. Oh, I have to click here. So this side's pretty empty over here. We got to figure out something to do over here. I'm really thinking that that's what I should focus on next. But honestly, I'm kind of at a loss. Feel like maybe we should take this little operation here, and it should probably be over there, honestly. But that's also a spot where a lake could be. That depression right there. All of this. We could make it even deeper and make a huge artificial lake here. Mm-hmm. Golden stage. There's so many no's in that sin, it's not even funny. How's it going? King Stew Dog. It took me a second, but I worked it out. That's got to be what it is, right? King Stew Dog. Or King Stud OG. Could be that. Yep. The second one? Or the first one? Like water level here. And just follow it all the way around. I'm just marking so we have a better... We'd have to cover this in. No, we wouldn't. There'd just be a little island here, which is fine. First one, gotcha. Kabuzu Pro, hello, hello. Welcome in. Just kind of planning the potential for like an artificial lake here. Let's look at it from over here, actually. I think that'd be pretty cool right there. I think that'd be pretty sick. I definitely want to make the deep, I want to make it deeper and make the deeper part bigger. We're going to go have to catch a bunch more fish to put in there too. I'm good, Kabuzo. Yeah. Approaching 2,500. Oh, we're at 2,420. Hang on a second. Okay, business as usual. That had to have been coal. Money says that was coal. But yeah, we started plonking away at this the day before Thanksgiving, so late November. And then just a few hours a day, really, while I stream. Is all. So I don't play this world not on stream. Sometimes I AFK, but it's never more than a couple of hours, 2, 3, 4 hours, and I always kind of announce it. And I don't do anything but AFK for a resource or like Age Copper, stuff like that. Yeah, I think a lake right there would be pretty fire, actually. I was just kind of looking, and it just like, I saw that depression in the ground, and I was like, you know, that actually is not a bad shape for a custom lake. Just right the way that it is, you know? So, we need to dig it out. And then we need to terraform it. Hey, Danielle, good morning. Oh, Danielle, you missed it last night in the voice chat. Me and Stegster were in there, and I was going on a rampage, taking out people with vehicles, just being silly. We were laughing so hard. It's just like... Because usually it's just bots, but like there was definitely a couple of people who I know were real people because they were actually jumping to try and avoid me, but I was just doing my thing, right? And I know how mad they were because immediately I'd have an eyeball pop up in the lower left-hand corner of my screen. They're so mad. So mad. I was just running some solos and Stegster was hanging out with me, just chatting. But nothing beats the victory royale that I got with the car kill. Oh, dude, I took out the last 2 people in that match that I got a victory royale, and I wish my whatever my recording thing was turned on, that would have allowed me to catch the last 20 minutes of that, but. Because that was all that was important, was the last 20 minutes of that. That was hilarious. Okay. And we got to be careful because there might be a cavern underneath us. Because there was that weird village structure that was underground. So we definitely want to make this layer bigger too. Nice. Oh. I definitely like the idea of having like a little island out here. Just little. And we'll put a couple plants on it. Maybe a tree. Yeah, one jungle tree. That'd be cool. Donuts? Who's got donuts? You know, it's crazy. We're going to have to dig this all out one more time. Because we'll have to replace all of this dirt with other stuff. Oh, I hear a cave. I hear zomberts. Or is it dark outside and I just am oblivious? There's got to be a cave under there. Dang it. I don't want to go find that cave. It doesn't matter. It'll all be a lake. Let's look at it now. That was a good try, but I flew away right as it was happening, man. Yeah, that was an unlucky timing for you. I think we can shave some off on this left side. Oh! Hey, y'all remember what I said about that village structure underneath? There it is! There it is! Found it! What? Did Andy take over Sin's phone? That's gotta be Andy taking over Sin's phone. It's gotta be. Oh, that's great. And that's where the moaning and groaning was coming from, I bet, was down there. It's okay, it's all gonna be underwater soon. I'm just gonna be the TVA and put history underwater. Don't forget your tinfoil hats. Excuse me. There we go. Little island like that. Yep. Yeah, that's gonna be a nice little lake. Hey, Colby, how's it going? That's gonna be a nice little lake. Heck yeah. VA5U, how's it going? We could peel back that a little bit too, actually. Yeah. I should have known better. I should have known better. That's better. Yeah, that's better. All right, let's go dump all this dirt. Andy just called you old? Wow. Vasu? I mean, kinda, yeah. We can do that. Let me dump this dirt. We're in the main temple right now. Oh my goodness, we need another shulker, apparently. We're currently in the main base building. This is it's inspired by the main temple in Tikal, Guatemala. So I'm building out like a Mayan civilization. Oh, whoops. Nope. Goodness gracious, chef. Figure it out. I'm building out a Mayan civilization, and this is kind of the main showpiece of the area. And yeah, so like I said, it's modeled after the main temple in Tikal, Guatemala. The building houses a gold farm, so it has like a gold farm hidden within the structure of this building. And it's what I use to repair all of my tools and my wings and stuff, and get XP and whatnot. No. Let's see, what else can I put away? I want stone. All this tough can go away. I have a variety of other temples that I've built throughout kind of the valley here. And most of them don't do really anything. I do have a nice fully built iron farm and villager trading hall that is in one of the temples. One of the temples has a villager breeder. One of the smaller temples has a zombification and curing station underneath it. So the iron farm is held and trading hall are in that temple. The zombification station is underneath this temple, and the villager breeder is in that temple. All of the rest of this, except for this one. So this one just has the main nether portal, right, and nothing much else. But all of the other buildings are just empty facades, just to kind of fill out the whole kind of city, if you will. They don't need to have a purpose other than just decoration. Added onto the mountain over here to make this huge, enormous custom waterfall. It's all fully terraformed. Cobblestone, andesite, diorite, regular stone, mossy cobblestone. It's all done up. This is a fishing hut here. So it's got like a little crocodile effigy, kind of Mayan style, you know. And then you go in there and it's all fishing gear. A place you can fish right there on the lake, popping out like the back side of the building. So you have access to the water right there. Fish from where those trapdoors are. It's kind of like a Vasu. Vasu. Got it. Cinema, hello, hello. Dark Equation, no, Technoblade does not ever die. You are correct. You are correct. He lives on in our hearts forever. You know who else lives on in my heart forever? His dad. His dad's a freaking W. As a father myself, I can't. Ugh. I'm sorry. I hope Mel is having holiday plans, so she didn't have to hear that noise. Metro, hello, hello. But this is kind of the main base area, and then I do have some farms over this way, and then there's another valley right here in just outside of render distance, where anybody that I bring into the world that wants to do some hardcore challenges, see, these are players that play on my SMP with me and stuff. So those people, you know, we'll talk about whether they want to come in, whether they have some challenges for themselves and they want to try out hardcore Minecraft just for whatever reason. As they come in, they're able to build themselves a house of whatever style over there. So the only player that is still surviving is a fella named Ace. He is his AK Ace is his full name, so he's an Alaskan Minecrafter, content creator, just all around good guy, and he's the only one that has survived long enough to build himself a house and all that jazz. So but then at the end of this valley is where kind of our industrial type district is. Yeah, dude, his dad's a freaking W. I'm sorry, Mel. I'm sorry that you heard that. Because Bedrock is just more people play Bedrock. So right there, it just opens up a whole new player base for me to find my group of Minecrafters. Native controller support is a big thing for me. As an older guy with wrecked hands and bad arthritis, I cannot use a mouse and keyboard. It is excruciating to hold my hands in the open position. So I need controller support, and I need it to be native. I need it to work. I need it to work smooth and flawlessly and feel right. And that doesn't really exist in Java. There are mods that allow you to use controllers, but they're pretty terrible. Oh, thorns damage. That skeleton was wearing thorns armor. So over the last couple of years, year and a half, I guess, I have gotten big into auto crafting technology and also trying to learn redstone. So this is a contraption of my own conceptualization. I've used several different people's farms and kind of linked everything together in a manner where I no longer have to craft rockets. I don't have to do anything to have rockets, okay? I just AFK in this farm and I have lots of rockets, okay? So we're gonna go down to the bottom and we're gonna work our way up this farm. We're gonna work this backwards, okay? So I want you to see the output of this farm is down here, okay? So we've got a jam, we've got a log jam, we've got to fix it. So every now and again, this thing, if I fly out of it if I de-render this farm while it's trying to craft a rocket, it does break a little bit. And so what I need to do is I need to break both of these. And I need to do that. And that should start crafting rockets now. It is, yeah. So we're going to have to let this craft through quite a few rockets to kind of show you this test here, but it's okay. So bugs are not a thing, Vasu. That's a myth. I encounter no bugs. I'm having a bug right now on the SMP, but it's that world has a lot of custom blocks, and so we got an update recently, .82 for PC players, that was supposed to fix a bug. They fix bugs so fast. That's the thing. Like, bugs are just kind of funny. It's funny how Java players call Bedrock buggy, and it's just like they fix the bugs pretty quickly. And show me a game that exists that doesn't have bugs in it. They don't exist! They don't exist! But lag issues are device driven, so that's what a lot of people think are bugs in Bedrock. No, it's Minecraft. Like, people are trying to play modded Minecraft with a bunch of marketplace add-ons on a Switch that has like 2 megabytes of RAM. I know it. I'm exaggerating. But it's a low-end device. Don't get me wrong, I love the Switch. My kid loves his Switch. It's a great device for what it is, but you can't put a bunch of mods on a world and expect it to freaking work on a Switch. Even a regular old Xbox, for that matter, to be honest with you, it's not that good of a device. But I play on a pretty mid-tier PC that's a great device, and I don't really have those issues. It's all device-driven. That's all it is. All of that is lies. It's all lies. Sorry. It's not buggy at all. Bum, 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 bum. It's almost done. But it's crafting rockets right now. Just crafting away. We should have more than enough paper. So what this farm does while that crafts is it pulls bones and gunpowder out of a general mob farm. It turns the bones into bone meal and sends it down below to a station that gets operated. It's a bone meal powered sugarcane farm, okay? And when gunpowder passes through the system, that's what triggers that bone meal to fire. It fires this farm and makes sugarcane. The sugarcane comes down here and gets crafted into paper, okay? And then the paper gets married up with the gunpowder to make the rockets. And so it's just it's a fully AFK-able rocket farm. And this is something in Java that you could never do. Because Trident killers. Yeah, Danielle, exactly. That's just how it goes. They're not super high-end hardware devices. They're made for the common person to be able to purchase, right? Annoying orange fan. Hello, hello. Is that annoying orange? Is that UT volunteer orange? Is the annoying orange UT volunteer orange? We've got a backlog in here of rockets. I want all these rockets to process so that I can you can see the farm actually work in action. To get the ones out of the hopper, I'll have to do this. Oh, okay. Cool, it's empty. Yeah, this is gonna fill it up. Alright, so what we're gonna do then is we're gonna come back upstairs real quick. Don't I have an ender chest up here somewhere? Oh, I thought I did. This is already full, dang it. Well, so anyway, as you AFK, you get creepers, you get skeletons. It processes all that junk, turns it into rockets for me, and fills up these shulker boxes. I need another shulker box. Okay, all right, here we go. We can do this. We can do this. So look, we got exactly, what is that, 18, 19, 21 stacks. All right. So if we go up here and we're just going to sit here and let this farm, we have to get into the range where mobs will spawn up above us. All right. So you have to run the farm from here. 360 still runs fine. But that's a different that's a different version of the game, isn't it? Isn't that a weird, like, one-off version of Minecraft that only works on the 360 and, like, you could never play with anybody other than 360 players? So we saw some creepers there. They probably dropped some gunpowder, which means that rockets are being crafted down below, hopefully. We're going to sit here for a second, though. I'm going to get my invisible glass of water that needs to be refilled. I got you. But mainly what's happening, Sin, is people will put add-ons from the marketplace. They're like, oh, sweet, I can mod Minecraft now. I can put cute little things on it. And then they'll do those things that I talk about that Minecrafters shouldn't do, like have a pen with 500 cows in it or 100 sheep in it, and don't do that and expect your game to run smooth, or at all for that matter sometimes. Like, that's just not how it works. That's all stuff that makes Minecraft a more intensive game than others. So look, we've got 18 new rockets in that box. Now we're going to take it. Got our sounds back. I don't know what that first thing is. I definitely heard of Halo. But I was a Halo 2 kid. What Xbox did Halo 2 come out on, Sin? Or anyone for that matter? Really? Nope, it's over here. We can go ahead and empty this one out. Okay. So that we can just take back over there then, and that can be the one for there. The original Xbox? Was it really? Could you do... So we were doing like online... Like when Xbox Live first came out, we were playing with people from all over the world. And we ended up in a... clan. I couldn't remember the name. We ended up in a clan with several people from Australia that were playing late at night. We would play in the afternoons because that was like we both worked at night. And so we played in the afternoons. We'd wake up and play Halo 2 online. And we played with usually Australian people. And we had like little headsets and whatnot. Hi, Allison. Good morning. I'm so sad I still can't get on Rocketcraft. My client crashes every time. And I've done everything. I've done everything to I dismantled my PC yesterday and did a crazy deep clean on it. Crazy deep clean. Just, you know, maybe it's hardware load or something like that, but no. And like I got a new tool that came with, like, it's part of the Asus motherboard software that I have, and it looks at everything and monitors it, and like everything is super hunky-dory on my end. And okay. And 360 was the one that you could play online with, not the OG. It had to be the 360 to play online, right? I think. Gotcha. Okay. So there you go. And he was an only child from a family with a little bit of money, so he always had that stuff paid for. I was starving in 2004. I was a starving server. I think I moved to Washington in 06. I think. That sounds right. We need stuff for this terraforming project. And then I'm actually... No, you know what? We're just going to fly back to the rocket farm. And I'm going to go hang out with Mini Chef, because this is his first day with me for the summer. So he was with his mom last week, as most of you know. And so, like, his first few days of summer, real days of summer, were with her. But this is our first full day of summer together. It's not very nice weather outside. It's cloudy and cool, but we're going to find something to do. We're going to find something to do. Tired. Yeah, I imagine. You've had a busy couple of months, huh?
That's life in show business, dear.
Hey, how's it going? I don't know how to say that. Is he next to it, then hopefully it'll calm down? Awesome. Awesome, that'd be cool. That would be cool. Get through the Tonys. Now, do you go to these events as like a support team in case anything goes wrong, or is it just like it's just because there's that much prep to get these people to those places? It's like shadow or shado. I don't know how to say that. Of course they're going to try. Yeah, yeah, of course they would. They would definitely want to limit the amount of people going to events like that for sure. Mm-hmm. Yep, there you go. And from what I've seen, you do an excellent job at it. Look at all the trees. I reforested, Allison, because this whole valley was flanked by cherry blossom biomes, and it just doesn't fit the vibe of these builds. So me and Ace burnt down all the cherry trees, and I've water bucketed away most of the pink petals, but I've reforested it with spruce up at the tree line where the snow line is, and then as it comes down into the valley, a bunch of jungle trees. Hey Zero, how's it going? Yeah, I really can't. Y-I-E, Yai, hello, hello. But you don't know me. You don't mean that. You can't love me. You don't know me. Aw, that's awesome, Allison. Thanks for the sub, Yai. Appreciate you. 200 scales. Wow, that's awesome. Allison, you and Sin should chat in the Discord a little bit. Sin is making cosplay stuff right now, Allison. She's getting ready for a big con that she's going to. But she's been making all these foam scales and gluing and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm not so sure that you have, Yai. Unless you're only 3. And if you're 3 and able to type and understand, dude, you're rocking it in this life. You're set. Although I suppose I did start making videos like 5 years ago, right when I started playing this game. And I've just prepped for a custom lake over here, Allison, and that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. And so I'll take this whole area here and replace all of this grass with stone and cobblestone and gravel and all the things in a lake. And yeah, so we're going to transform this into a custom lake tomorrow. It's a good location for it too. It's gonna look awesome. It's gonna look awesome. Oh no, yeah, I don't play with followers or anything like that. Andy, this is a family-friendly stream. This one's family-friendly and we don't talk about politics. It's two politicians. We don't do that here. It's really cool watching how that's coming together, Sin. It's really, really neat. That's the third time today we've had to insert the Avengers meme of "we don't do that here." Can I get an invite, AJ? Can I get an invite, Andy? Well, Allison, I hope that this bug doesn't get you too. I don't think that it will, but because nobody else seems to have an issue. But I think we might have similar GPUs. Maybe you got a 3060 Ti, 3050 Ti. I don't know, whatever, something Ti. I want to upgrade to a new 50 series, but like a lower end. I don't need the 5090 or anything crazy, but I want to get a newer GPU. And then I want to bump up to 64 gigs of RAM, the new stuff. I want to get the newer architecture of these cards. So yeah. Hello, EA. How's it going? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, no need to spam. I see you. I said hello. I don't see the waves unless I look at my little phone screen over here that I have just as like a backup. But like the main screen that I look at to monitor all the chats is over here, and it doesn't show me those waves on YouTube, and I wish that it did. But yeah, if you just say hi, I see you. I see you, I got you. And I'll tell you the same thing that I tell others. I'll get locked in from time to time, but I always come back to chat. I always come back to chat. How's it going, Edit Master? Maybe they were wondering if mods were there. That's why they do that. Like, oh, I wonder if there's any mods here. Let's spam a few messages in a row real quick and see. New specs. You gonna just build out the same case, basically? I have 11 viewers. What are you talking about? That's great. TVR Tuscan. There's your car. Have fun with that one. GPU power supply. Yeah. So my power supply is just at the recommended like spec for what I have. I'd like to beef that up too. It seems like something that should be kind of beefed up, don't you think? That car is tough to just get footage on. They're so rare. People that have them don't drive them. They sit in under a hermetically sealed bubble. No, that's not my favorite car. My favorite car is a very obscure Japanese car that never came to America. The name of the car came to America, but it was not the same car. And the name only was in America in like the 80s. Yeah, it was the 80s. The name was gone from America before the 90s happened. Yeah. The Nissan Pulsar GTIR. Yeah, you wouldn't see any clips of a TVR Tuscan. They're exceedingly rare. Do you ever see a movie called Swordfish? It's an older movie with John Travolta was like the main bad guy. John Travolta was the main bad guy. It was one of Hugh Jackman's early films. It was one of Hugh Jackman's first films, Swordfish was. Halle Berry was in it. She has a very revealing scene, if you catch my drift, in that film. Wow. But John Travolta's character in the movie Swordfish is he drives a TVR Tuscan. It's got a color changing like chameleon paint job on it. It looks like a kit car, but it's not. It's a real car. It's called the TVR Tuscan. I read comments, as every streamer should. If streamers don't read their comments, they're either A, too big to, and I get that, right? Because like, I'm a Minecraft guy, so I'm going to mention a Minecraft streamer, Good Times with Scar. There's no way in hell he could read that many comments. It's hundreds of comments rolling across his screen all the time, every second. There's no way in hell that a person can read those comments, right? And I get that. But if you have less than 50 people in your stream, you should be able to keep up with that chat. And you should keep up with that chat. And it's probably closer to like 100. If you have 100 people in your stream, you should probably be able to keep up with most of the chats. Swordfish was a great movie, Mike. It was. That's exactly what that is, Lost Souls. It's a TVR Tuscan. I don't look like Steve. I'm not even if I jump into a pool, I might be 185 pounds. 5'9". Steve is like 6'4". Had a hard time reading them all. Yeah, you get to a point where it's impossible. It's truly impossible. right? And they're that big for a reason. You're going to watch them whether they chat with you or not, right? But I guarantee you when they started out live streaming and making content, they weren't big and they read every single comment and replied to every single person they could because that's what got them to where they are today. So I'm putting myself through the paces. You'd also have a hard time finding clips of the Pulsar GTIR. It's a Group B rally car from Japan. And what a Group B rally car is it was a race series that they did where the rule was you had to be able to walk onto a showroom floor and buy the car that you're going to race. So Mitsubishi, Nissan, lots of car companies in Japan and Australia made these Group B rally cars, and you could walk into a Nissan dealership and buy a track-ready, a rally cross-ready, all-wheel drive demon of a turbo four-cylinder. The Mitsubishi Evolution, that's where it got its start. It was a Group B rally car. And so you could walk onto a Mitsubishi dealer floor in Japan and buy this car, and then you'd race it that very weekend in a rally stage. I've been a car nut my whole life. My dad ran auto shops my whole life. I grew up just running around in an auto shop. And I spent most of my teens and 20s racing small import lightweight four cylinders. Mostly Nissans. I was a Nissan guy. Yeah, I had a kid at 36 and sold all the race cars and all the fun stuff and calmed down. Okay, that's cool. Awesome. Everyone's welcome here. This is a place to be free in who you are, as long as it's not illegal. And that's not illegal, so. Thank God that's not illegal. Jesus. I'd have to flee the country if that was ever made illegal in the United States, which we're not going to talk about politics, but yeah, no, I'd flee. I'd have to flee the country. It's crazy. It's crazy sauce. No, I'm a car nut, and it seems like my kid's gotten into it. His favorite new game to play while we're in the car is he names the brands. He's just getting all the car brands down right now. And so as we drive by cars, he's naming what brand of car it is that it goes by, and he's actually really good at it. I'm surprised. And like I'll try and echo back the actual make of the car, like what model the car is, you know? So like if it's a Chevy Silverado, he'll say Chevy and I'll say Silverado. Right? He says Kia and I say Forte. He says Nissan, I say Frontier. You know, so on and so forth. And so, yeah, it's a fun little game to play in the car for sure. Ways to pass the time as a parent. As a hyperactive imagination parent with a hyperactive imagination child. So that's such as life, right? What are you pineappling? Lost Souls, what are you pineappling? I kind of want some fresh pineapple. Dude, I got this soda yesterday. It's a pineapple Haritos. It's not as good as the lime. It's not as good as the lime Haritos, but it was good. It wasn't as pineapple-y as I wanted it to be. All right, listen, I'm going to go spend some time with the kiddo, you guys. This is a good stopping point for today. Oh, yeah. I caught it myself. I'm going to take off, go spend some time with the kiddo. And we'll probably maybe play some Fortnite or some Repo tonight. We'll see. I'll start dropping messages off once I get out of here. But we're gonna go kick it and have a little fun. And yeah. I appreciate you guys for hanging out today. Carly, hi, bye. I'm sorry. It's time. It's time, Carly. It's time. It's 11:30. Wait, I don't know who that is, Mike. Oh, it's Retro. Bet. Heck yeah. I didn't know that was Retro. Did I miss him telling me that that's who that was? I will try to do. It's not very nice weather today, but we're going to make the best of it anyway, because that's what we do in my family. My little family of two. Guys, thanks so much. Love your faces. I'll be back at the very least tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for more Minecraft. But either some Fortnite or some Repo, or maybe, I don't know, maybe, heck, maybe something else later. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah.